Okay, hopefully I did all my screwing up before the run. Hi. Yo, sup? It's me, ya boy, TheThreeTwo. I'm here to play Deathsmiles. A very fun game with a questionable advertising campaign. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I went live on my we've actually done like several scores. So you'll get to see like the entire game. Let's go. The game is overpowering my mic. That would make sense because I did not lower it. This should be better. Thank you. If the sound is delayed, I have no idea how to fix that. Okay. Let's go. I'm playing on the Switch port that's got 1 and 2 together. They did finally put this on Steam. Okay. So if anyone really liked Deathsmiles 1 and has been wanting to play 2, you can finally do it on PC. Legally. Yeah, very fun, gothic-themed shoot-'em-up from the guys who brought you Dodonpachi and Muchi Muchi Pork and probably some other things. One of their rare side-scrolling shooters. I'm nothing super amazing at this game, but I do think it's really cool. And that's why I'm here to show it off. As you can see, enemies drop stuff. And depending on what enemy, they'll drop different value treasures. And you actually kind of want to let the treasures hit the ground so they'll split into skulls. Because the item counter goes up faster from, like, individual items rather than, like, the value of each item. Although when you hit, like, 1,000 item counter, it'll start, like, putting out nothing but, like, gold crowns. Oh yeah, you actually have a button to shoot left and a button to shoot right, and if you press them together, you do an automatic lock-on attack. Which is very good when things get crazy. But pressing both buttons also caches in your items if you have the meter mashed up. I'm playing on like the easiest setting because I was practicing on super hard and it was giving me revenge bullets way earlier than I was expecting. So in the interest of not adding like 5 minutes of credit feeding to the last couple stages, I'm just gonna start off easy and post along. Yeah. The graveyard's probably my favorite stage just because the boss is so wacky. Apologies if my stick is really loud. I don't usually play on the stick. I need to recharge my Bluetooth controller. Okay, now that I've got 1,000, I can power up. And get bunches and bunches of loots. You also have... Oh, got nicked. You might notice I have a little bat following me around. Each character has a familiar that could be like moved around and positioned different ways. Casper here's bat will move if you have the shot button held down, and he'll stay in place if you're tapping to fire. So this is my favorite boss. He's just a big giant head staked to the ground. Jordan the Buried Baron. If you play on higher difficulties, he'll have like a final phase where he's just like a skull and eyeballs. He'll shake for a while and these bubbles float up. Then when he stops thrashing, they're all gonna fall back down. Retchy. The familiar is really important when you get to higher difficulty settings because they'll absorb the revenge bullets enemies get when they kill. Drop when they are killed. Get when they are killed. One thing that's kind of nice about this is, like, sometimes if you get, like, grazed by an attack, or if it's, like, a not particularly, like, damaging attack, you'll only lose half of a life. So if you ever see my counter in the upper left with a half green, that's what that's all about. And even though I did put down that this is arcade mode, this is actually like the normal mode for the console port. It pretty much plays exactly the same, but it's in higher def. So here we have Wispy Wood's rough-looking cousin. He just got off his night shift, which I can relate. You need to be super nice to retail workers. In this case, I made it quick. One neat detail that's going to show up in this stage is there's a wrecked car. And one of the girls was actually, like, stranded in this fantasy world after a car crash. Wow, I missed every one of those crowns. There should be a life up that appears at some point in this stage, too. Imagine a shooter with lore. There's the lore. There's the lore-mobile. The British call it a lorry. I must have touched one of the little frogmen. Yeah, something's coming. You ever play an arcade game and you realize that, like, you're used to playing on higher difficulties, so going back to easy feels too easy? Oh wow, I am, like, way ahead of estimate. Well, I guess I'll go through the canyon, then. I'll kick it up a notch. I think in this version you can just select the bonus stage and you don't really need to earn your way in. I think I probably rely on the laser a little too much. It slows you down, which is actually a good thing, so you can focus on precision dodging. But if you, like, kind of get tunnel vision and don't know when to stop lasering, you can get smacked by stuff really easy. And then for some reason a cow. Mary, the giant cow. I think somebody explained the reference in this cow at one point, but I have no idea what it was. Ah. Oh no! I'm gonna blame that one mostly on speed control. Oh really? 1/3 lives. I guess I need to set it even easier to see that. The volcano is really short, but it's also, like, vertically scrolling, and everything is very much down your throat the entire time. So it's not like the shortness is really giving you a break. This actually isn't a bad place to use the homing, auto-targeting, whatever. With all the weird angles enemies can come at you from. Nicked. Yesterday when I was trying to, like, get a feel for the game again, I got, like, super focused dodging the enemy projectiles, and I just got, like, obliterated by the lava instead. Bavaria, the god of creams. Oh, pfft. And if you're on a higher setting, he'll, like, wall you in and a bunch of bubbles start showing up from the top of the screen. Because, as we all know, bubbles are, like, the deadliest thing in games. So we find out that the monsters are attacking because the witch's dad is trying to open a portal to hell, but, like, on Halloween, the portal to hell actually goes back to Earth. But in the interest of filling my estimate, I'm going to the Gorge. I was debating whether or not I wanted to bother with it, because, like I said, I'm not amazing at this game or anything. So if I play on a harder setting, it just means I'm going to be continuing more. But now you can see all these little, like, yellow plus signs coming off enemies as they die. Those are the revenge bullets that I was talking about. And the unfortunate thing about Caspar is, like, if I'm doing her focus shot, the familiar is going to move out of the way, and you need the familiar to block the shots. You'll see him kind of, like, get a blue aura whenever he blocks a bullet. This is a pretty long stage, and it almost feels like it has two distinct parts to it. Because once we get inside the cave, it's going to be like spiders and nothing but spiders. They also have... they recycle the dragon twice. No, I didn't kill it. Every time I get hit, she goes, "What are you doing, idiot?" Ah. So welcome to Spider Hell. Deathsmiles 2 has a optional stage like this too that goes through an amusement park. 2 is a very special game. Affectionate. I think the thing is, like, I have a hard time managing positioning the familiar and dealing with all the regular attacks. So anyway, it's the same dragon we saw before, but now there's 2 of it. Yeah, it's got some new moves. And my hand slipped off of home row, so my charge shot wasn't charging. Oh, that rock just spawned on top of me. That's super. Blah. So at the end of this game, it's going to give a choice between whether letting the girl go home or stay behind in the fantasy land with her friends. So do you guys, which ending do you want to see? Like I knew I'd get hit by a dragon. That feel when you get hit by a dragon. Dragons are annoying me. Ah, wrong button. I like the night enemies in the staircase here. They're just like flailing their lances at midair. I like their commitment to the melee. Even though this is clearly not the time. The chandelier having revenge bullets implies that they are alive and malicious. And I don't think I like that information. Jeez. See, this is why I set everybody's expectations accordingly before I start a stream. There he is. Silence, I'll take the rest of my daughter home. I have no idea why they decided this man should be named Jitterbug. I guess that's just what happens when your parents don't like you. Ha! I do love how if you, like, time a bomb, you can just, like, destroy, like, 3 waves of those. Jitterbug into the gate. Whoop. And possibly one of the most epic demon bosses to ever exist. Tyranno Satan. Regular Satan not cutting it. Try Tyranno Satan. Skin sold separately. Kind of one of those cases where it feels like the slowdown is almost for dramatic effect. Oop. This is another one of those parts where the lock-on is kind of nice. He's moving up and down more than he normally does for me. Oop. We freed Bad Dad. Just a couple more shots. Oh shit, I went overestimate. Awesome. By a little. Okay, so did we decide we wanted to go home or not? Going home, you want to do hood rat shit with your friends. Friends. Friends is canon. For what it's worth. Yes. So yep, we stayed. And everything just is hunky-dory forever, happily ever after, all that jazz. Yeah. Which means I'm sure that the sequel is going to be completely idyllic, and yeah, everyone will be just fine.